everything I can, but I can't shake her.
We really need the engineering team to help us out here, or
I figured
we're
without me
dead.
you didn't stand a chance.
Good to have
I'm
you
here
back.
for the ship and the crew, not for you.
Why do you have this personal attachment to
I
me?
couldn't just sit in my quarters, waiting to get turned into a Takan.
Does this mean you won't be resigning?
This means I didn't spend my whole life working to get here just to become a host for a damn Scion of the Flame. I'm here to help.
The only reason they haven't destroyed us is because we have bioformed Takan on the ship. That's why they're targeting our engines.
That gives us a chance.
If we lose the engines, we can't avoid the bioforming ray. Brace for impact!
They're
Was that a Kira class? Ooh, nice. The fleet's here.
We're being hailed by the USS Titan.
Put them through.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Resolute. We got here as fast as we could. Looks like you've got your hands full with this monster. That flying chandelier really packs a punch.
Indeed, it is a flying chandelier, I agree.
We're damn glad to see you, Captain. We could use all the help we can get.
I told you I'd be here. So, what are we up against?
No. It's happening again.
We have to warn them. Open a channel to all Starfleet ships immediately.
Starting emergency transmission.
This is Captain Jara Rydek of the USS Resolute. The ship we're fighting is armed with a bioforming ray that can transform your entire crew instantaneously. Avoid being hit at all costs.
And remember, they have our shield algorithms, so take preemptive evasive action.
Yeah, because we told him. So if we hadn't said anything about the shields, they would be in a real bad shape.
Just like that. We have to destroy that ship. Otherwise, it won't be long before they're coming after us.
They could all be Takan. Or none of them. We can't assume anything yet. And we can't afford to be wrong.
I can't attack another Federation ship. I need alternatives. Full impulse power. Take us in for a closer look.
Aye, Captain.
Oh,
That's not a Starfleet ship. The Takan have it.
Shields at full power!
wait, how can they just do that? Where does the crystals come from?
Shields are holding up against their attacks. But they won't for very long.
Fire phasers!
Firing. Shields at 60%. Heavy damage reported in astrometrics.
Handar, evasive maneuvers! Get us out of here!
Aye, Captain!
Don't worry, Resolute. We've got your back.
Their weapon systems are offline.
For how long?
Now's our chance. Finish it. We can send Galvin a message. Let him know exactly what he's up against.
No, we'll cripple it.
And that we're willing to fight to the very end.
We are willing to fight to the end, but not killing people who we could possibly save.
Take out their engines. Fire when ready.
Targeting their engines. Commencing fire. Now.
Did we just lose 3 ships? Oh, just one. I hope.
Captain Rydick, the Aphelion is too much for any one of us to take on alone. But collectively, we might just have a shot.
On our way. Full impulse power.
Aye, Captain.
Attack the ray.
Target the bioforming ray. Fire photon torpedoes.
Firing photon torpedoes.
If everyone fires everything at the ray, then maybe we'll do some damage to it.
I've lost helm control. Trying to re-establish.
Power levels are dropping all over the ship, but our engines are still running strong.
This is what happened to the Enterprise.
They're draining our energy.
We're caught in it too.
I hope the away team is having more success than we are.
If there is a way to disable the Aphelion, it's there. We strike at the heart. I can feel the energy.
Don't get too used to it. We're gonna take that thing down.
I mean, he could take it to his planet and keep it for all I care. Along with all the crystals of his race. Well, it looks like it's shielded. Can we not see them coming in? Nope. Huh. So weird.
I wouldn't do that. We have to turn off this energy field to enter. I must do it. Requires the hands of a Takon. Is it working?
It started.
Is the opening wide enough to get through?
No.
Well, is it wide enough?
No, but I can see the Cartabula.
What about now?
Not really.
Still can't get in.
Stand back. I'll try again.
Now we gotta defend Portal again. Ah, here she is. Wait, she's got one now?
Portal 6-3! I'm not going to remind you of the oath you took. I want you to remember why you made it. Your bond to your people. You can bring your empire back, and all you have to do is nothing. Stand back, and we will handle them.
So much time doing nothing. Now, I will take action. I will exterminate these heretics. This won't take long. I'll be back.
Wait. We'll help you.
Stay here. You need to be ready to open the energy field with me.
You can't take them all on yourself.
I am a guardian of the Deccan Empire. I could take an army of them. If you can get to the Cartabula, don't wait for me.
We'll hold the line.
The gap isn't much wider. Can we get through?
Maybe we can widen it with a containment field from the tricorder. Oh!
I don't think we can crowbar our way in.
It takes a Deccan to do it.
Well, yeah, that's a pretty horrible way to go. Miranda's killing people. We've got to kill her. We've got to stop her.
That's far enough.
She hasn't left us much choice. Miranda herself might not mean for this, but the thing inside has to be stopped.
Carter, I could have killed you both, easily. But the part of me that is still Miranda won't let me. She compels me to bring you into the fold. I will make you one of us. Trust me, this is the best outcome you can hope for.
Miranda wouldn't want that.
You don't know her like I do.
Okay, so we have no weapon. What are we gonna do? Why does she get stabbed again?
Soon, you'll understand.
Oh, this is so hard! Nelly! Oh, yeah, the hyperspray. Are we gonna do her or we could do us? Oh, us. Okay.
Finally, we can be... Rejoin The flame.
Tengo secu. Valego etos segnum.
Are you all right? Carter, I'm sorry I hesitated. I tried to keep her from getting you. If I'd just shot her sooner, you wouldn't be like this.
I had my chance. I could have killed her too.
She's really gone. For good. I can't believe it.
It had to end this way. She was suffering. And now it's over.
Miranda got Carter.
You have Draconian blood now. You must go and finish this, my brother.
Is Portal dead? I can. We'll stop it for you. Portal. We shall stop the heretics from corrupting your people.
Who are you?
The name of your people.
Tell me now. I demand it.
You're talking to the guy that's in charge. Pipe down while I work.
Carter, you're kind of scaring me.
It's okay. I'm still in control. We've reached the Cartabula.
That's great.
So why couldn't
Are you
Portal
all
do
okay?
that? Was he already like?
We're inside.
Is it like,
That's
like
what matters.
Yoda, where he's like really old and kind of like near death? And that's why he couldn't fight them off as easily as he said he could.
Two of ours are keeping the bioform ships at bay, but they can't hold them off forever.
Getting remote telemetry from the away team tricorders. I'd recognize that anywhere. Our warp core resonant frequency is one of the readings.
They're bleeding us dry. But they're not just taking our power, they're routing it through the Cartabula.
Find somewhere to interface with the cartabulum. Oh, it'll be here, wouldn't it? Oh no, we'll go around. Hopefully something in the ship will allow us to undo everything. Oh, what's happening?
There. That's the
Unblend
Resurgence
everybody.
warp core resonant frequency.
And these others?
Oh.
That frequency matches the Titan's warp core resonance. And these two are the Kimball and the Lowell.
They're both Steamrunner class. Same engine platform.
They're just tuned a little differently. I must be getting information from the bioforming, but this warning, it means that it's struggling with the power stacked up at close frequencies.
The Cartabula can't handle the dissonance?
Maybe.
Mrs. Westbrook, are you reading these Starfleet engine signatures?
We are. And you need to see this. The Steamrunner class frequencies are causing problems for the Aphilion's energy source. Sending visuals now.
They're vulnerable. We have to use this.
You can break a wine glass if you play the right note loud enough.
Sir?
The Takan are so arrogant. They're letting us right in the front door with this energy drain. We can tune our warp core output to those frequencies. Get all our ships to do the same. Push it to maximum levels and we might be able to crack the wine glass, the Cartabula, and take their ship offline.
There is merit to the theory. But if we attempt this, it would preclude any other course of action.
It'll work. It has to.
This is the only thing we've got, right? So it's this.
If this is going to succeed, we'll need all Starfleet ships to pitch in. We aren't alone anymore. We need to leverage that.
I will create a high-energy static warp shell.
We'll need the away team to guide us to the right frequency.
We read you, Resolute. You're putting a lot of faith in us, Captain. That's a hell of a plan. We don't want to let you down.
I've got faith in you, and the rest of this crew. Now let's give them hell!
Yes, Captain.
I found an ejector team for the Cartabula.
So we can disengage it, just like we did with the Zeldy's warp cores.
Yeah, but it'll only activate if this thing gets completely overloaded.
So we gotta take it right up to the edge of destruction.
We are increasing the warp core resonant frequency now.
You can't do this. You'll destroy everything I've waited for.
If that thing wants to take over, it's going to have to go through the both of us. And I'm not going to let that happen. You hear me? I'm gonna fight it right along with you, Carter.
You can help me get the job done. That's the fight that matters most.
But it's not the only one.
Is something wrong?
No, we're fine.
Do you see our output frequency changing?
We do.
What is the impact on the Aphelion systems?
It's not enough. We need to push this thing harder. We need more power. power. Inertial dampeners are failing.
Warp output at 85%. They're taking the bait. Now we need the rest of the fleet.
Open a channel to anyone left on our side.
Opening a channel.
This is the Resolute. We're sending instructions to all ships to output maximum warp power at the designated frequency. We believe this will disable the Aphelion.
We don't know that. All we know is it'll siphon off our energy much quicker. You're leading us to disaster.
Trust
You're out of
me.
your mind. That has given them exactly what they want. You can't just expect us to turn belly up.
Our strength in Starfleet comes from our ability to work together, especially when everything is on the line.
I can get behind that, Captain Rydek. We're adjusting the Titan's warp output to match the Resolute's. I suggest the rest of you do the same.
That's it. They're falling in line.
This is the Takahashi. Adjusting our engines now.
The Cartabula. It's compensating. Counteracting our interference. But some of these other frequencies are causing spikes too. I'm gonna find a new target range for the Resolute.
Okay.
Let me try this out. Here. This one's hitting the hardest. If they all converge here, it'll provide the maximum disruption to the Cartabula.
Got it. We want to overload this thing. Push it to the brink, but not past it. You sure about this frequency? If we go too far, we won't just be destroying the Cartabula. We're going to take a lot more with us. I don't want to be responsible for that.
Sometimes you just gotta go on faith, man.
I have faith in you. That's enough. Sending data to the Resolute.
Team has sent us an updated target resolution. Sending it to engineering now.
We are now running our core at 105% of recommended capacity. If we try to meet that frequency, we will generate a harmonic imbalance of our own and risk a warp core breach. I must warn you, these are precisely the engine conditions that Captain Solano's experiment brought about.
We've got no choice.
A runaway reaction is a dangerous possibility right now.
We can't afford to start second-guessing ourselves. We need to stay the course.
Is my order beyond your ability to execute? Then you will follow it.
Well, I didn't mean to be so harsh.
Yes, Captain.
Oh, yeah, she was positive. Oh, okay.
We got an overload here.
It's at the breaking point.
What's happening?
Looked like a ship was trying to disengage
We
it.
got a problem. It's not gonna eject. We have to disengage the Cartabula manually. We lit this fuse. We gotta make sure it doesn't go off the wrong way. If we can pull hard enough on those levers, it'll dislodge this thing.
Hopefully we don't have to sacrifice these two to stop them. We can do this. We will not be controlled. Nearly! Okay, nearly can't die. If we can help it. Do it! Even if it's your last thing you ever do.
Everything I've waited for.
Come on, bro, get it together. Yeah, Nilly. Okay, maybe Nilly has to do this instead.
We have full power.
And the Aphelion is shutting down.
Returning warp reactor to nominal output levels.
The Takan are running off reserve power now.
I saw what you did. The sacrifice you made.
Radiation levels are spiking.
What's happened to his face? Is he not contaminated now?
He must have damaged it. Didn't get it out before it fractured.
Our work here is done. Let's get out of here.
You okay, Nilly?
3 to beam back to the Resolute.
We can't lock on. Our transporters won't cut through the interference.
We can't stay here.
We're not getting away in that thing.
There. Maybe I can use this to get us out of here. I don't know if it can get us back to the Resolute, but we have to get away from here. Everybody on!
Radiation's lower here, but still too high for us to stay on this ship.
This is good, but we can do better.
And soon, I hope.
We
Did
gotta
the
get all the way to the Resolute.
Did the radiation kill off the Takan virus parasite thing?
That thing is down, but not out. We'll handle the stolen Federation ships, but you need to get a crippling shot on the Aphelion.
A direct hit to its bridge will bring it down.
It can take us real close, Captain. Skim the hull of that thing where it can't get a clear shot at us.
Or
I can weave us through the battle. And hope we don't get caught in the crossfire.
I don't want to get too close to that thing.
We can't take much more fire, Captain.
Handar can get us through it.
Yeah, along the Aphelion then, I guess.
take us along the Aphelion's hull. Get us to the bridge as fast as you can.
Aye, Captain. We're almost in position for a shot at the bridge.
Photon torpedoes armed and ready.
Break off this attack, or I will be forced to eradicate you.
The Aphelion is still filling with lethal amounts of radiation, but it seems to be contained within the ship, for now at least.
They have comrades on that ship, both living and waiting to be reborn. We're going to die in here if I don't care. We will never submit to your Federation. We are taking our rightful place as rulers over this galaxy. We can't do that if we're dead. I won't give up on the dream of a new day.
Radiation poisoning is a terrible way to go, but it doesn't have to be that way. We can render aid to your crew.
No. We've crossed the eons to get here. I won't stop now. Fire salvo!
Okay, you leave us no choice. 20% hull integrity, uh-oh.
Now the radiation is rising here, too.
Targeting the Resolute?
I can't let you do that.
Oh, we are so infected, okay.
Get on.
Nearly grab him.
Damn it. I can't hold on to it. I have to make manual adjustments to enhance the signal pattern. From here.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna make it out.
No way. We're all leaving together. We've been through too much to split up now. We don't leave people behind. Got it?
I'm really sorry, Nilly. I'm not gonna be able to go with you. But I have to get you back. Please.
If you send them, we'll be stuck here. Give in to me, and I will save us, not them.
Stop it.
What's happening?
It's an internal struggle, and he's losing.
Not like this.
It's the Takan. In my head. It's trying to keep me from sending you back.
There has to be a way for you to...
There isn't.
The time is now.
Wait, if I go all the way down, maybe I'll avoid. There we
That
go.
won't work. I told you. This body is mine now. No!
Look out for each other.
The away team has beamed back.
We're in position and ready to fire, Captain.
Target their bridge.
Please, we target the ship. Pummel it to space dust. Like we did to so many others who dared to confront the Takan Empire.
Fire.
Carter?
Millie.
I thought you'd want to know we made it. And that you'll always be my family. Even if I don't get to see you again. You'll never really be gone.
Always, Millie. Family. Forever.
Always.
All decks secure. We have the bioformed on board, fully contained.
The Starfleet ships under Takan control have signaled their surrender. Good work, Captain Rydick. Next time I need some backup, I'll know who to call. I trust you won't have a problem with that.
Just say the word and we'll be there.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Captain, we're being hailed. It's the Aphelion.
On screen.
The radiation. We won't last much longer in here. Please, we surrender. We need your help. Please, beam us aboard your ship.
I know what they've done, Captain. But we can't let them die.
I agree.
They're our enemies today, but who knows what they could become.
You already offered help and they turned you down. Tried to destroy us. Why reach your hand out to them again?
Because we're better than they are. That's right.
This is the fate they've chosen. Leave them where they are.
You can't do that.
I agree, XO.
Don't have much time. We submit. I don't know what else I can say. Please, we don't want to die.
This is what separates us from them. The fact that we can make a gesture of peace even after all our conflict. Set up containment fields in the docking bay and beam the Takan there. Crew of the Aphelion, shut down all systems. Lower your defenses and prepare to be transported.
Thank you.
Also, the one who wanted to keep fighting was the captain, and the captain's dead. Even his own even if his own crew on the bridge wanted to surrender. So it's not the fault of the crew for what the captain decides.
Carter! Hey.
Carter's alive? He's going to be fully controlled, but eventually, maybe one day, we'll be able to separate them. It'll be hard, really. But he's not dead.
My first order of business will be to help reestablish the Hotari government and resume peace talks, genuine talks, with the Illidians.
And after that?
Who knows? I know I don't want to be queen. There's
You'd make a good queen, though, because you don't want to be.
With just a fraction of your medical technology if I could bring it to my people. But I also want to see what else is out there. Maybe there's even a place for me in Starfleet.
We'd welcome you.
It would be hard to stay on Hotari forever. Not with all there is to experience, to learn. My devotion to my people doesn't mean I don't want to explore all the galaxy has to offer.
When you're ready, Starfleet will be waiting for you. I'll even put in a good word at the Academy.
Thank you. Perhaps I can serve on one of your ships someday.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
But there are pressing matters we must attend to before any of that. I can't thank you enough for all you've done. I'll see you again.
So yeah, we're not actually going to resolve the reason why we came here.
Though I'm sure Captain Solano would rather have been the one offering this. You have acted dutifully and bravely through trying circumstances. I grant you the official rank of Captain. I believe a great many wonders lie ahead for you, Jara Rydek. There appears to be nothing that can stand in your way.
Thank you, Ambassador Spock, for everything.
It is you who stopped the spread of the Tikan. I should be the one giving thanks.
Victory. Peace. These things never come without a cost. For some, it requires putting aside centuries of enmity. For others, it takes facing complicated losses.
Tricorder. How do you say goodbye to someone who isn't really gone? I thought I knew how to leave the past behind, but I've learned a thing or two.
And for too many, they had to pay the ultimate price. In time, history may forget their sacrifices, but those of us who were there never will. Now, all hands honor the dead. Captain Solano used to say that nothing ever stays the same. Entropy. It's the nature of the universe. As such, the crew of a starship can never stay the same. But while entropy says that order inevitably gives way to chaos, this crew has only grown stronger. More cohesive and coherent. Bound by our shared struggles. And working together, helping each other, we're able to do more than we'd ever imagined. Some of our differences couldn't be resolved. But perhaps that too can change. In time.
Well, if she wants us to commit genocide, then she doesn't even deserve to be in the uniform.
Engage. Space, the final frontier. As we take our next steps into the unknown, the greatest insights that lie ahead are what we learn about each other. We might even surprise ourselves. And no matter what threats we may come upon, or mysteries we face, we will not be shaken. We are stronger together. We are steadfast in our purpose. We are resolute.
was really good. I enjoyed it. It was a really nicely thought out Star Trek story. And I hope they make more of these. I really do. This was fantastic. I loved it. Sure, there was a bit of an annoying section with the ferry. But yeah, that was the only real negative experience I had during the game. I'm struggling on some of those weird puzzles with the transporter. But yeah, the story-wise and the characters, I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I hope they continue making more of these. And we could really do them, because you don't often get good Star Trek games. It's kind of a hard thing to do, because Star Trek isn't about action. It's not just an action show all the time. There's usually a bit of combat here and there. Ship battles and away team missions going awry, but it's more than just explosions and firing guns, which is often the problem with modern Star Trek. They just want to turn it into an action show and make it dark and gritty. But it's supposed to be more than that. It's supposed to be about hope and people working together no matter their differences, putting those differences aside, putting your culture and your beliefs aside for a more positive, hopeful, unified purpose. Not completely getting rid of them, because the Bajorans, they wear their earrings to show their religion, and Star Trek, the Federation doesn't oppress them for it, but there's still a time and a place. Yeah. And it's about messages, moral messages and ethical messages. Asking those questions. You have Data, what it means to be alive, what it means to be sentient. And what rights do you have, even if you're not biological? And the movies often ignored that. The movies were all leaning towards being more actiony, and I think that's where the newer Star Trek shows have gone. They look to the movies rather than the series. But yeah, this was really good. This felt much more like a Star Trek show than a Star Trek movie. It was a lot more action-based, I'd probably say, but I still think it works. And I'd love to see them make more of these. Voice acting was good. Graphically, it wasn't anything to write home about, but it wasn't terrible either. The combat sections were probably the worst part of it, on the ground. We didn't really get too much of the ship battles. I quite liked the ship battles because you got to tell people, ray shields or fire phasers or fire torpedoes. I don't know if they actually make a difference, but it's nice to be able to make those decisions, and as a captain, I enjoy that part of being the decision making. It's a shame what happened to Carter, but he did his job and he saved countless lives with his sacrifice. And I didn't want him to just start blasting Miranda, because I thought of him as a hopeful character. That's how we played him through the whole game, as being hopeful. And to just give up immediately and just shoot her right at the last minute, I think that would take away from how we portrayed him through the game. So I didn't want that to happen. It's a shame that he got taken over in the process, but sometimes that happens. Being hopeful sometimes comes at a cost. I hope we see these characters again in the future. I think it will be hard though. I think they may have to do a time jump or something, because otherwise they would get into the whole Mass Effect problem of having to carry everyone's choices over, and that's a bit of a headache. So maybe they would just carry on with Jara and follow her path through Starfleet. Maybe she'll be people who change positions all the time, like Worf moved over to Deep Space Nine, and so did O'Brien. So people change their jobs, so maybe you could do the same thing with Nilly, which would be a shame. It'd be a shame to lose Nilly. And Westbrook, because Westbrook might not be in charge because of our choices. So yeah, it would be hard. Maybe they would just do a completely different crew if they do another game. But it'd be a shame because like I've got attached to Jara, but I can see it being a massive headache. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this playthrough. I do wonder how much the choices matter. In these type of games, they tend to be fairly superficial. But yeah, I enjoyed this game a lot. Probably one of the best Star Trek experiences I've played in a game for a long time.